My name is Wasting Sanity, and this is my review of Dying Light. Dying Light is an action survival game presented in a first-person perspective. The game is set in a vast and dangerous world. Special zombies hide in the shadows. As the game progresses, zombies that run, or as I like to call them, annoying zombies, become more of a regular occurrence, or annoyance. However you want to view it, but this is a method of scaling up the difficulty in the game just a little bit as time goes on. If you have played Dead Island, there are similarities between the titles, mainly because Techland, the developer of Dying Light, also developed Dead Island. The main similarities between the titles are crafting, zombies, looting, and picking of locks. Some of the differences are kicking zombies in the head, the merchants are more viable, and parkour or free running. In this world, the zombies are caused from a mutated strain of rabies. The player is sent in to help and hinder the local inhabitants for this woman who is rather evil. She's on your phone, she wants documents, and she doesn't care who she's gonna hurt in the process, even if it makes people into zombies. But thankfully, the main character has a heart. If you're running side quests, you'll be doing everything from clearing out safe houses for people to live in, to getting crayons for little kids. The crafting system allows the player to modify a weapon with an additional damage ability: electricity, fire, toxic, or bleed. There are also sub-mods that the player can acquire along the way that modify the stats of the weapon. The weapon can be modified with 3 additional sub-mods. Once these mods are applied, they cannot be removed. Weapons can only be repaired a certain number of times before they become broken forever. This seems limiting at first until additional skill becomes available that lowers the durability damage that the weapon receives during combat. The parkour aspect of the game allows the player to virtually climb anywhere, which is nice. It's a good addition to the zombie universe. At times the mechanic fails to grab edges, but this seems to be a bit of a rarity. Eventually the player will get a grappling hook. Now, I was really afraid that this would break the game, but thankfully it is only available later on in the game and you actually have to get it through skills. The PvP portion of the game is rather, well, broken on some level. Why is it broken, you ask? Upon invading a survivor's realm or world, you'll notice that it almost feels like you entered a personal one-on-one match, or the zombie versus multiple players. The match ends when the zombie player kills a certain amount of survivors, or the survivors destroy a certain amount of nests. Yes, I said nests, because zombies are bugs. When entering Be the Zombie mode and trying to connect, the first thing that the zombie player will notice is players or survivors ditching games because they are unaware that there is an option available for them to turn off invaders. The second thing that the zombie player will discover will be that it feels rather easy being a zombie until they run into a player using a controller. A controller? Why a controller? Because they get auto-aim. Yes, auto-aim. At this point, the difficulty scales up dramatically for the zombie player. Why? There is a 45-degree cone of slow disabling that is built into the survivor's flashlight. The UV rays actually hurt the special zombie, or the zombie player. There also seems to be little to no zombies out at night to help the zombie player. In one game, I had a player, survivor, shooting me with a shotgun, yet there was no runners or fast-moving zombies that were coming to attack the noise. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that players with keyboards and mouse are easy to kill, but it is easier to use terrain to ambush survivors. Another instance of a surprising twist to the play was the fact that I actually used the trees to grab a survivor, and as I was coming in, he barely became visible to me, and his UV light snapped into position and broke my grapple. Oh, the joys of auto-aim. So lovely. So yes, even after grappling a survivor, there is still a chance before you reach them that the UV cone will break your grapple. Add in the fact that players can simply spam flares from all the airdrops that they had, because they drop like candy from airdrops. This makes PvP feel a bit broken and boring. Maybe I just didn't level up my zombie enough. I don't know. There are glitches in the game, but nothing game breaking. Simple glitches that games shouldn't have at release, but have become all too common in recent years. There is a big flaw to the game from a design standpoint. The vendors have the best items for your character. Not once did I have a better drop. This means that basically you're spending all your time grinding for items that you will sell to the vendor to purchase an item that will be an upgrade from the vendor. The thrill of finding a weapon that will be awesome feels more appealing to me than grinding to purchase an upgrade from the vendor or purchase a weapon. But that is just me. Dying Light is your typical zombie survival horror game. My overall experience with the game has left me feeling as if the core aspect of the game is entertaining on some level, but I have played more multiplayer than I have single player. If there was a better chance to find a weapon that would be an upgrade over having to purchase them from the vendors, I believe that this game would feel a bit more appealing. With that being said, I give Dying Light a 6.5 out of 10. Improvements were made compared to the last game, but a few setbacks happened when it came to something as simple as game design for the looting system. Not everyone will feel this way, and you may really enjoy this game. I'm still playing it. Game is above average, and far from bad. Just remember, average is 5. My name is Wasting Sanity. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And as always, I want to thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it.